On August the 18th, 2014, the Oceanside Police Department, who have gang stalked me for the past 4 years, along with their citizen vigilantes, sent their psychiatric emergency response team to my house, pounding on my door. I didn't open the door. Instead, I posted what they did on my 2 websites. Guess because they didn't accomplish what they wanted with that form of harassment, they had to try something new 3 days later. I came out of Statter Brothers on August the 21st. The gang-stalking Oceanside police happened to arrive just at that time, as they had on multiple other occasions with their same-time exit-entry gang-stalking. But this time, they said, they weren't gang-stalking. There was a lady there who complained about my leaving my brother in the car for the 10 to 15 minutes I was in Statter Brothers. The police officer emphasized it wasn't him that came on his own, but someone called him. I reminded him the Oceanside Police Department gang stalks with multiple vigilantes who would be only too glad to do something like this to cause me problems. For 4 years, I have made short trips almost daily into shopping stores to pick up a little at a time so I can get food into the house, dog food, the many drinks my brother drinks. It's the way I live with a profoundly mentally handicapped brother who won't have babysitters and who doesn't like to shop. When a police department like the Oceanside, California Police Department conspires with citizen vigilantes to gang stalk, to neutralize, as the FBI likes to put it, to destroy the reputations and the influence of its targets, are we so naive to believe that in their policing they have integrity, abide by the law? Until a thorough investigation of the Oceanside Police Department is conducted, we cannot trust their motives in sending the psychiatric emergency response team to the house of the person they are trying to neutralize to destroy her reputation and influence. We can't assume that they aren't using the same vigilantes who gang stalk to bring accusations to cause trouble for their targets. One of the main purposes of COINTELPRO was to discredit its targets. In Wikipedia, it tells us government agents manipulated or strong-armed parents, employers, landlords, school officials, and others to cause trouble for their targets. Legal harassment. The FBI and police abused the legal system to harass dissidents and make them appear to be criminals. Officers of the law gave perjured testimony and presented fabricated evidence as a pretext for false arrests and wrongful imprisonment. They discriminatorily enforced tax laws and other government regulations and used conspicuous surveillance, investigative interviews, and grand jury subpoenas in an effort to try to intimidate activists and silence their supporters. Their object was to eliminate those criticizing government. The FBI is believed to have worked with local police departments to target specific individuals, accuse them of crimes they did not commit, suppress exculpatory evidence, and falsely incarcerate them. The ACLU tells us, unfortunately, it appears that these old tendencies have once again come to the fore. Law enforcement agencies across America continue to monitor and harass groups and individuals for doing little more than peacefully exercising their First Amendment rights. A thorough search and review of news accounts by the ACLU reveals that these law enforcement behaviors have taken place in at least 36 states plus the District of Columbia in recent years. Americans have been put under surveillance or harassed by the police for just deciding to organize, march, protest, espouse unusual views, and engage in normal, innocuous behaviors, such as writing notes or taking photographs in public. Congressman Loretta Sanchez said the Snowden revelations were the tip of the iceberg of what is going on in America. The ACLU says the old tendencies of law enforcement are back. We must not allow any police department in America to use their power to destroy people. Demand an investigation of the gang-stalking Oceanside Police Department. Gang stalking by their department makes all their policing suspect. Senator Rand Paul has said, we need a new church committee to get to the bottom of our government's illegal surveillance practices. The Nation magazine has called for a new church committee. The former chief counsel of the church committee has called for a new church committee. Demand an investigation of government gang stalking. Demand an investigation of the Oceanside Police Department that seems bent on using gang stalking to destroy average, ordinary citizens. This should not be happening in America. My websites are stopgangstalkingplease.com, theamericanreformmovement.com, wholenewparadigm.com.